Alexander Litvinenko's death from acute radiation sickness was slow and
The
agonizing.
European Court of Human Rights has ruled that Russia is indeed responsible.
And that the 43-year-old had been investigating alleged links between Vladimir Putin and organised criminals. UK police said he drank radioactive polonium in a cup of tea.
It was on the table, and when Sasha just took a few sips, and it was already warm, I mean not hot, and how he told me later, he felt something wrong. And maybe it was too late, but he realized it was a mistake.
16 jaar geleden is het inmiddels. De brutale moord op Alexander Litvinenko, een oud-inlichtingenofficier die was overgelopen naar de Britten.
After his death, I tried to take attention for what state is Russia now, and what kind of dangerous it might be to other people in all around the world. But it was very difficult to people to believe it.
Een Britse rechter concludeerde dat Vladimir Poetin persoonlijk groen licht gaf voor de moordaanslag. Maar in de jaren die volgden zag de weduwe van Litvinenko tot haar afgrijzen hoe het Westen de Russische president telkens weer het voordeel van de twijfel gunde.
Every leader of European countries or American, they try to make any trade with Russia. Because I can't call this politics. This was always time calculation, or I could say business.
Nu denkt ze dat Poetin met de inval in Oekraïne zijn hand heeft overspeeld. Zeker als de bevolking de westerse sancties straks echt gaat voelen.
In a moment when they still have everything what they believe had before, it's okay. But in the 3 months, in the 4 months, people might be really hungry and angry. And finally they will ask why? Why we have to do? Why we have to suffering? Because this old patriotism, it's based on propaganda-style media, again, based on a quite good quality of life. But in the one moment they just decide it's enough.
Oppositieleider Alexei Navalny. Vorige maand kreeg hij nog eens 9 jaar gevangenisstraf, nadat hij eerder een moordpoging overleefde met het zenuwgas Novichok. Vanuit Londen geeft zijn vertrouweling Vladimir Ashurkov nu leiding aan Navalny's organisatie.
It's quite probable that Navalny's assassination was ordered by Putin because he wanted to silence his most prominent critic in Russia in anticipation of the invasion of Ukraine. We continue focusing on things that we can do from outside of Russia. It's anti-corruption investigations. Every week or so we bring a new investigation. So the latest was on the Putin's yacht, which is staffed by his security personnel, which is located in Italy.
Это итальянский порт Марина ди Каррара, западное побережье Италии. Вот тут в порту стоит новейшая яхта с загадочным названием Шахерезада.
Rusland is een paria geworden. De Russische ambassade in Londen is veranderd in een fort met op de stoep honderden woedende pamfletten tegen de oorlog.
I think this invasion is indeed Putin's blunder. And it makes the regime weaker because it will take dissent at the top of Russian elite, and for people on the street the prices are rising very fast. There will be increased unemployment. There are coffins of young boys who are coming from Ukraine. It will take probably months to sink in completely. But that's inevitable.
You're saying that this war will accelerate the end of the reign of Vladimir Putin.
I'm confident of that, yes.
De Russische oligarchen die nu op de sanctielijst staan, kunnen daarbij van pas komen, zegt Ashurkov. Als ze zich nadrukkelijk tegen Poetin uitspreken, is zelfs verlichting van de sancties wat hem betreft een optie.
The West needs to seduce the people who has influence on the situation in Russia, because if there is no clear way for people to get out of sanctions, they are likely to be pushed back to Russia, and there it's hard to raise a dissenting voice against Putin's policy. These are people who have cultivated links in the government, in the parliament, in the law enforcement system, etc. These links exist, and it's better to have them on the side of peace than on the side of war.
Putin is not just a person, Putin is a system. And every time when we're saying if Putin might be disappear, everything would change. Might be, because we don't know how people who are in his inner circle might be able to operate without him, without representative. But this is very serious moment. Since Soviet Union collapsed, it was missing something. It was not a trial of communism. It was not a trial of KGB. And because it didn't happen, this all still exists.